right, here's the news. EA Sports to release college football game in summer 2024. The same time last year, I saw an article. It said EA Sports to release college football game in summer 2023. So in very EA Sports fashion, they're pushing it back a fucking year. They suck at everything, bro. They really suck at everything. Now, I will tell you, I might be excited about this, but it kind of depends on how the game is. If EA is taking an extra year to actually polish this game and make it great, amazing. That's good. I'll wait a year. I don't care. But it's EA. I don't expect anything good from them. You guys remember when they took an extra year off to make NBA Live? Because they really wanted to compete with 2K, so they took a year off to build it. Guess what? That game was still dog shit. Absolute dog shit. And I think a lot of people surmise that what EA is going to do is just copy Madden and then just give you, you know, different team unis and shit, right? Like they're not doing that much crazy stuff. Common EAL. I don't know. I mean, maybe this means they're actually adding a significant game mode, or they're not just copy pasting from Madden.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think that this is becoming a thing because they're like realizing we're copying pasting Madden too much? We need to like change this up, or maybe
I do. I mean, this will be the biggest sports release in the last decade. Well, here's what I think about NCAA football. I think it will be the biggest drop in about a decade. I think EA is scared that they're going to get the same feedback they've gotten on Madden's. And I strongly believe that they are actually taking the extra year to polish it up. I know it's EA, right? And I have almost no faith in EA. But I'll tell you this. EA is losing a lot of money not dropping it this year. And EA is not a company that is keen to losing a lot of money. That is an entire year's worth of revenue that they are losing out on because they're not going to drop NCAA football. And I'll tell you this, when they do drop NCAA football, they're going to run it the exact same way they run Madden. They're going to drop the same damn thing every single year, slightly reskinned, a little bit different to suck as much money out of the people. So that tells me that if they're actually pushing it to 2024, which they are, right? So we got a year and a half till this game's coming out. It's because they really want to make it.
Has there been a lot of hype around it?
So much.
Like, have they been posting a lot about it, EA?
Like
I haven't really seen any
leaks,
like,
but they're not dropping any gameplay.
Yeah,
footage.
I've never seen any like commercials or anything like that.
It's a year and a half out.
Yeah.
They probably don't have anything to go off of. They don't have anything.
I was saying
to
like if they were gonna drop it when they were supposed to. It was supposed to be like soon, kind of.
I see what you mean. Like if it was gonna drop, the original release date was July 1st, 2023. Yeah. Now it's most likely gonna be July 1st, 2024.
I wonder if them kind of pushing it back is gonna create even more hype around it, and maybe at the end of the day they'll make more money. But also, it's going to make, like what you were saying, if they're taking another year, the game better be better. And if it comes out and it's dog water, that's going to be a lot of flack because they took an extra year. You'd be like, you might as well have just sent it, you know?
Yeah, right. If it's going to be dog shit, you should post it right now.
Right?
Yeah, I think the scrutiny is going to be incredible. You don't see that much scrutiny on Madden. You know why? Because people don't play it. I mean, people just buy it casually. They know they expect dog shit. They get dog shit. Yeah. People are just conditioned to not really scrutinize it that much. You don't have real gamers, like real big audiences, other than people like myself. I'd be considered the biggest, and I'm not that big, right? You don't got guys like Dr. Disrespect or Nick Merckx or the mega stars ever even touching Madden. Yeah. You know what those guys think about Madden? They think Madden's a dog shit game that they put out the same thing every single year. I think the same thing, and that's what they do. But NCAA football, you bet your ass everybody's playing that fucking game.
Yeah.
Everybody is playing that
dude.
game.
I hope it's good because I want to play that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you would never pick up Madden, but you're picking this game up, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
100%.
So there's going to be some serious scrutiny. So they better not fuck it up. So yeah, I mean they're moving it. That's the best date for us to bring the game that we think is going to meet or exceed our player expectation. That is for the summer of 2024. He said rumored potential earlier dates were conjecture and the release had not been delayed. He said there was a lot they wanted to work on in the game and they had to start from square one. Well, that is a good point. You know, I've been thinking it's July 1st, but it's not like I went to any very credible sources. I just Googled it. You know, I didn't think about it that hard. So maybe in reality, it's not actually pushed back.
True.
It's just a different date than what we imagined.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
He said that including figuring out a way to use real college football players in the game. This is a change from when the brand announced the game is returning in 2021. It's true. They're going to get to use everybody.
It's going to be sick.
And I'm not going to lie. I can see an NCAA football game being so much more difficult difficult to build in a Madden game because the depth is a lot higher. Think about, okay, there's 32 NFL teams, right?
Yep.
EA struggles to make that good.
Yeah.
How many Division I college football programs are there? And every single Division I college football program is going to have an insane amount of turnover on players. These aren't like blockbuster trades in the NFL or free agent signings.
Right.
You're talking about the transfer portal,
Yep.
bro. Think of the Michigan State's current team. Half our starting lineup is not from Michigan State. They came through the transfer portal. Jalen Berger's from Wisconsin.
Yep.
That's our starting
Kenneth
running back.
Walker was from like Wake Forest.
Kenneth
or
Walker's
something
from
last
Wake
year.
Forest. That
Yeah.
was our Heisman guy.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it is going to be so much harder for them to build this game. So I'm glad they're taking the extra year. I pray it's a different team on it. I pray it is not the Madden devs copy pasting over.
Yeah.
I pray it is a brand new team starting it from scratch. What people don't remember though, what people do not remember about NCAA Football 14, because they have all this nostalgia factor and this like, oh, NCAA was so good. NCAA 14 and Madden 14 were the same fucking game. Nobody remembers that. They're the same engine. They played damn near the exact same. Everybody loved NCAA. It's the last time we got to play it, so we think so highly of it.
Yeah.
But the people who truly believe like NCAA is so much better than Madden, they're the same fucking thing. They were built on the same engine. They copy pasted damn near everything. They just changed the jersey colors and they changed the teams. There were different modes in NCAA, but temper your expectations. This will be undoubtedly very similar gameplay wise to Madden. It is virtually impossible for them to make this different gameplay wise.
Yeah.
I think the modes will be a lot better.
I'm excited for the modes.
Yeah.
Some like Road to Glory, some Heisman shit.
Or yeah, Madden 25, my bad. You know what I meant. The Madden 25th anniversary. It's also been announced that this NCAA will be on the same engine as Madden is. Well, Jake, I agree with you, except I don't know if that's a reputable source either, because we also thought this game was going to come out in 2023, and it clearly isn't. So I don't know if it'll be on the same engine. I'd be shocked if it wasn't on the same engine.
You know, it's probably like a whole host of new issues, but also really good for players is like the whole NIL deal thing and how much shit they have to kind of rework back to get all the approval from the schools and the players to be able to use their names and shit. Just like what it says right here, Notre Dame was not going to allow the game to use the team or whatever unless it benefited the players. So
well, I think NIL helps in the sense that they no longer have to go through a bunch of things. Like if somebody's NIL, they can just be in the game.
Right.
Like no one has to think about. But yes, players profiting from it is going to be a seriously tricky issue that I would not want to be the guy who's got to deal with that. Or girl. We believe that both genders could have a really prominent job in a big organization. It's definitely a guy. Yeah, I don't want to be the guy who has to do that, though. That would suck so bad. I always think about that with NIL. So let's pretend Notre Dame gets what they want. So Notre Dame's saying they won't be in NCAA unless players benefit, okay? So are you telling me that the backup long snapper is about to get benefit the exact same as a starting quarterback?
Right, yeah.
Or are you going to tell your players, hey, the quarterback's more important than the kicker, so we're going to pay him more for NCAA? What I imagine the way that they do this is they're going to say, okay, Notre Dame, here's $50,000. Or you get 0.001% of all sales of NCAA football, and you are welcome to do with that money what you like. Or they say, here, Notre Dame, we'll give the players new gloves, you know?
Yeah.
But it's got to be like equitable. So it's going to be really, really difficult.